Welcome to Say You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we have a very special movie apparently this week, according to
Okay,
what Kelly told me.
I did not say it was very special. Okay, I just said I had some things to say about it.
Yeah, she has some things to say, which is like normally she doesn't really have a huge opinion on these movies. So this is a big deal.
Hey, I usually have some stuff to say about this movie, but you know what? I went into this movie with this particular mindset and I've come out with a different one.
Oh,
Well, well,
interesting. Okay.
well, I feel like I'm making that a lot bigger than it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Well, before that, how was your week?
Uh, Interesting. It was very busy. Um, I had interviews this week and then I worked an hour and a half of overtime.
Ooh, money.
Well, but I don't get overtime pay.
Okay.
So I just get regular pay for working an extra hour and a half.
Como se dice jail? What are you talking about?
Honestly, Jordan, I have my mother check my paycheck sometimes to make sure that the bonus that I get basically every week is correctly added to my paycheck because my boss has come up with BS like claims before that he can't just add the money to my paycheck. He has to do something else. And then my mom's like, he's probably stealing money from you. So she
Yeah.
checks it. So yeah, it's not probably ethical, but it happens.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let a
but that's
single
how
cent
that
be
is.
missing from my paycheck and see how much fire
Honestly,
I
like
release.
literally when I got my W-2 for last year, my mom's all like, check your last paycheck to see if those numbers match. Just in case. And I'm like, okay. She has me checking everything. But yeah. Um, I have another interview with the people that I interviewed with last week. So hopefully that leads to a job. The manager really liked me. So now I'm seeing the general manager. So I'm really hoping. It seems like a nice place.
Yeah.
They can't pay me what I want. And they haven't given me a number yet, but because that'll be like the deciding factor. But like the vibe is so much better than where I work currently. So
As long as it's more than what you make now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I came in with my price and they're like, yeah, that's a little too high for the position that you're applying for. I'm like, okay, all right.
Okay.
As long as you come up with a number that's better than, what I'm currently making, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Because, I don't think I can mentally handle it anymore. But that's okay.
Girl, you have
Um,
to check your paychecks every week. I think, yeah, you need to go.
yeah, I definitely need to go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this week, as hectic as it's going to be.
Mhm.
Because we're going to a JoJo concert.
Yes,
Ah!
the queen mother.
The queen herself. We've seen her two
Twice?
times.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we missed the 2021 because obviously
Yes, like literally
weeks before.
before everything
Yeah,
shut
we
down.
were yeah, we and you know how they were saying, "Oh, 2 weeks of lockdown and we'll be fine." And we're literally like 2 weeks at home and then we get to go to a JoJo concert.
Yeah, like amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
how foolish we were.
Yeah, how innocent we were.
But honestly, that was just a bad week in general.
Yeah.
Bad week in general. It was I remember it was raining that week. I was
Yeah,
supposed
it was.
I was supposed to go see the Harry
Oh
Potter
yeah, and
play,
the cursed
and
child.
literally the day before they canceled it.
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
It's
yep. It's back now though, but
it is, yeah.
I think it's like a two-part play, so I'd have to spend an entire day in San Francisco
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah, you
both
would.
parts in a theater full of people. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Interesting.
masks aren't even mandatory most places anymore. I don't know.
That's true. That's
So
true.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but I'm so excited.
so excited.
I was honestly, when she canceled it, I was so freaking sad.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I don't know why I was so sad, but like my homegirl canceled, and I
She
was
sent me a CD though.
true.
That
That is true.
she sent me a CD, so like that was great.
Yeah. Thank you,
But
JoJo.
yeah, thank you.
We
You're so
appreciate that.
generous.
You're so generous.
You refunded me and you sent me a CD. Love that.
So you really looked after us, and
Yeah.
we appreciate that. But yeah, I'm so excited for that to
Yeah,
happen.
I'm ready for the performance.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I can't wait either. But yeah, that's me. How are
Okay.
you?
As for me, I had more interviews this week.
Mm,
One of
the
them,
lifestyle.
I don't know if I want to take this job.
Hmm.
It was a first interview, and like it went okay. And then at the end, he was like, so let me tell you like the process. And he pretty much said there were gonna be 5 rounds of interviews.
5?
And I was like, for this position, there is no need for 5 rounds of interviews.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary for
At
anything
any job.
below. Yeah.
But I mean, maybe if you're like the president of the
Yeah,
company,
I'm thinking like CEO and above.
yeah.
That's then you would need 5 interviews.
But like he was like, yeah, this interview with me, and then you'll have an interview with our president. And I was like, why?
Yeah, what?
Why?
What's the point?
And then he was like, and then like a panel interview, and I was like, why? A panel
That
interview with
too?
who? Like it would just
Yeah.
be me and you working in this thing together.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then he mentioned some other interview, and then he's like, and then a final interview with me. And I was like, we already had an interview.
What would be different about the
Right.
second one?
What would be different? You would just
I
be
don't
asking me
know,
the
man.
same questions.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any more questions to ask you at this point. What, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I don't think that one's worth it.
I don't
5
think so either.
rounds?
Yeah, ridiculous. And then Tuesday, I took my grandfather to a doctor's appointment in San Francisco. So while he was in there, I went for a walk. I walked down to the Sutras Baths. It was super
Yeah.
fun. It was a nice day too. Like it was a very nice day. Like sun out, barely any clouds,
Let's
not a lot
go.
of wind. I just walked around.
Perfect day in San
It was a
Francisco.
perfect day in San Francisco. I sat on the beach. It was great.
Dang, you're out here living life.
Yeah, it was a good day. And then yeah, that's pretty much it because I don't do anything. Like that's just going to be a reoccurring thing on this, but I don't do
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah. No, we don't do much.
No.
Even if we do have the time,
Yeah,
we don't do much.
I don't do much. But
And it's not because we don't want to. It's just that that's how we are.
that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to next week. Can't wait to tell y'all about the concert.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited.
I might get a little drinky drink. I haven't had a drink in a while. A while. So yeah, can't wait.
I'm excited.
Okay, but you know what? I'm not excited, but like you know what I'm ready to talk about?
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk about Barely Lethal.
Woohoo!
Terrible name for a movie.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be like a play on Barely Legal, but no.
No.
Maybe a different title would be better.
A different title is needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get started. So our movie starts off with a very long title sequence.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So long.
It's like 2.5 minutes long.
And it's showing a bunch of like animated baby girls training to be assassins.
Which I thought was really funny.
And then when we're introduced to Prescott, a secret assassin type school, militarized assassin type school. I don't know how to.
Yeah. It looks to be like part of the Pentagon, but
no, because it's like in the middle of the woods. It's not the Pentagon.
It's not the Pentagon. It's a different Pentagon.
It's a different Pentagon.
It's the woodsy Pentagon. There's the city Pentagon, and then there's vacation home Pentagon.
Yeah, there's the Pentagon that's for show.
Yeah.
It has a Taco Bell inside.
And yeah, it's literally just a big mall.
Yeah, and then there's the actual Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Where the stuff actually happens.
Where they train toddlers
to be killers.
Yes. It's
Which
not toddlers and tiaras, okay?
it's toddlers and bullets, toddlers and knives.
Yeah, toddlers and machine guns. Yeah.
Toddlers and fire. What are those things called? What does that girl
Flamethrower.
have? Flamethrowers. That
Flamethrower.
girl had a flamethrower for
Yeah,
no
straight up.
reason.
Straight up.
And then somehow they had like 10-year-old girls driving cars. And I was
Cars,
like,
yes.
and I was like, how can they even see?
Right. You're gonna have to modify the whole car.
Like, are you throwing girls in this car with like booster seats?
Right. It's not practical for every day.
And then how do they reach the pedals?
Right.
They have to modify the car somehow.
Like they didn't need to be learning that back
no
early. They could have just waited until they were 15.
Yeah, you could have waited until they were at least big enough to see over the wheel.
Right.
But yeah, so we then meet our protagonist, Agent 83. She is the best in her class. How the classes work, we never know.
No.
Everyone's given like a number, and what I'm guessing is they do it by age. So like whoever's
that checks out. Yeah.
So that's the only logical thinking I had.
Yeah, and we see maybe five other girls.
Yeah.
Part of this like class.
Yeah. And then so she's the best in her class, but she's like longing to be a regular teenager, much to the chagrin of the Academy's second best agent, Agent 84.
Yes.
So I guess Agent 84 was born like a month or two after Agent 83. Yeah. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
And then so lost my place. So when she's around like 16, 17, we never know.
We don't even know what class she's in.
But the girl, from what like happens later in the movie, I'm guessing she's like 16 or 17.
Yeah, she's either a junior or sophomore in high school.
I would think junior,
maybe a senior. I don't know.
I would think junior. But yeah, anyway, maybe a senior. Maybe.
Maybe.
And so yeah, when she's around 16, 17, Agent 83 is the first person sent on a mission. And during her mission, she sees kids partying and watches a bunch of 90s and early 2000s movies. And then she's like, I want that.
Yeah.
Without realizing none of that is real. But she's like, I want that.
I mean, she has good taste in movies.
She does.
I will say that.
Bring It On. She watched
Bring It On. Mean Girls.
The classics.
90210.
Yeah. How she watched that in like one mission is weird. Like that's
Also, she's using a Mac.
Yeah, to watch movies.
They don't
to watch
have
DVDs.
Yeah, they don't have CD players.
They don't have CD players
unless you have the adapter.
Like, yeah, the adapter thingy.
Yeah, no,
which she did not have.
She did not have. Like, I appreciate it, but the product placement does not make sense.
And also, this movie came out in 2015. Streaming was alive and well.
Yeah, we were not using. They weren't even Blu-ray either. They were just regular ass.
No,
DVDs.
Blu-ray was out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, who actually bought Blu-ray players? They were so Kelley.
No, because see, the thing is, our family is very much behind on technology. If it works, then it works. We've literally had the same DVD player since DVD players came out. And it was a DVD player.
I have a DVD/VCR player.
That's what I was going to say. That's what we had. That is what we had. And then we literally ran it into the ground. And so that was when Blu-ray players were the thing to have. So my brother and I were like, you know what? We're just going to splurge. And I didn't have a job and he had a college job. He didn't get paid that much. So we splurged on a Blu-ray player for my mom because she really likes watching movies.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So yeah, we bought her a Blu-ray player and we still have it, by the way.
You could have bought yourself a cheap regular DVD player.
I know, but we wanted it to be a nice fancy gift for her. So we were brainwashed into buying the Blu-ray player.
Girl, even as a child, I thought Blu-ray was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard in my entire life. I could only play this movie on this specific No.
Yeah.
Kelley, you fell for marketing?
I did fall for marketing.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, man.
I'm actually very disappointed in you.
But like,
How
could
you?
But you're part of the enemy now.
What?
You're part of the problem.
I don't have. I'm not marketing right now.
You were?
I was, but shut up.
But yes, yeah.
And
Sorry
what I
about
was
that.
marketing was for the betterment of people with achondroplasia. So shut up. Shut up. I was helping the world.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but Agent 83, she's off in La La Land.
Yes.
One day, Agent 83 gets a new mission to capture an arms dealer named Victoria Knox. And during the mission, she is able to single-handedly take out like 6 people who
Yeah.
are adults.
Yeah.
And she captures Knox like the Dark Knight style.
Yeah.
Like if you've
Yes.
seen the Dark Knight, you know what I'm talking about. The little balloon goes up,
Yes.
like
Copter comes
plane
by.
picks
Oh
it
yeah,
up,
plane.
and it takes the yeah. And then as they're being pulled into the plane, Knox tries to shoot Agent 83, so she drops down into a lake below.
Which
Um,
I don't think she would have survived, by the
she
way.
would
That's
not
just,
have survived. She
yeah.
also would have been shot
Yes.
because she literally like let go like a second before Knox
Before,
started
yeah.
shooting. And so she lands in this lake, doesn't die,
Yeah,
but
just not.
she fakes her death. How? She just doesn't answer a call.
Honestly, the fact that she was able to leave that easily, she could have left years
She
ago.
could have left years ago.
Because they literally don't check. The only thing that they go on is that they don't see her.
They don't see her, but they're
But
like
flying right
2,000
above
feet.
her.
They're like 2,000 feet in the air.
Yeah. And she hasn't answered her like walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
That's literally the two
That's
things. I
it. And
feel
then
like they should have had her chipped. They would have had like a field team down on the
yeah,
ground
they would have
looking
had a
for
field
her.
team. She would have been chipped since she was a baby.
Right. She's government property. We're not letting
Yeah.
that go.
And she's like our best agent. Like we're really not letting her go.
Right. And he's just all like, I don't
If you
remember
don't,
his name.
he's
I
like
was about to
his
call him Nick Fury. Hardman.
Hardman.
Hardman is literally like, damn. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
He mourns for 2 seconds and then he's like, all right, we got stuff to do.
He's like, well, like 2 more agents were just born, so I gotta go.
Yeah. He's like, we got like shipments of like 6 more girls, so it's cool.
Yeah, they're literally trafficking girls.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing of this movie. They are trafficking
Yeah.
orphaned girls.
Yeah, they literally pop up in orphans like around the world. They're like, oh, no parents?
Which, by the way, how can you tell who's going to be a good assassin from a baby?
Right.
Like, I would get it if he was picking them up when they were like 5 or 6 and they like showed like athletic ability or they were like very smart or something like that. But he's picking them out when they're babies.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, that makes no sense. How many like dumb girls did he pick?
Right. I
and
mean,
then if they don't work out, do you just kill them?
Yeah. What's the process of phasing out an agent?
Yeah, there's no way all of these girls are cut out
Yeah,
to
no.
be agents.
You know what? I bet you they keep them in that like vacation Pentagon, but like not as an agent, like as a desk
staff
or something. Yeah, I bet you.
Their staff.
I bet you they need. I'm sure they need janitors, they need cooks, they need people for accounting. I'm sure they need all that kind of stuff. So I bet you
they're like, sweetie, you're really bad at diffusing bombs, but like you can make a good ass souffle.
Yes. It's literally High School Musical. If you don't want to go with the status quo, you literally become something else.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then so she fakes her death because they never go looking for her body.
No.
And Agent 84 is very happy when Agent 83 is declared inactive. The smirk on her face could have lit up a house for a year.
Yeah, the homegirl was not like subtle about it at all. She's just like, no. Oh, she's dead. Let's go.
Yeah. And so Agent 83, who has changed her name to Megan Walsh, then joins a foreign exchange program and joins a family in a city called Newton. Newton, where? We never know.
Yeah, Newton, USA.
Newton, USA.
Can I just say it's really funny how like all the cities that they named that she went to for like missions, they were like one letter off from an actual like real city in like Europe.
Yeah, why didn't they just use real names?
Yeah, like they had Berlin, I think, in there, but they said Berlino. And I'm like,
yep.
Like, you can just say Berlin.
You could just say Berlin.
You can say Berlin. You're not going to get in trouble. Like, it's not a big deal.
Also, when she was in Berlin, Berlino, she went into like a subway car and it looked like a BART car. Like,
yeah, and it was clean.
It looked like a BART car, but with like different seats. Like they took off like the padding.
It was plastic, seats. Yeah.
But like I looked in there, I was like, is that a BART car?
Yeah, I bet you that was a BART car.
They just used an old BART car, took out the seats, and like, here you go.
Because the subway looks different. The subway doesn't look like a BART car. So it's not like, and I don't think
BART cars have very specific looks.
Yeah, and I don't think European trains look like that.
No,
or whatever rapid transit they have. But that's definitely a BART car.
Yeah, it was a BART car. And so Megan gets to Newton, and she's greeted by the Larson family of a mom, a 9-year-old boy named Parker, and a teenage girl named Liz, who is not happy that Megan is there. She's all
she's a hater, dude.
She's a hater from the beginning. And then Megan is expecting there to be a father, but the father dipped. He abandoned his family.
Yeah, straight up.
And so when Megan gets to their house, she's super excited to like live a normal life with normal people, and she can't wait for her first day of school so she can ride the school bus. And the mom's like, Liz, ride the school bus with her, and Liz refuses because I also would have refused.
Yeah, like, can I say I never took a school bus to school?
Never.
But I did see them on my way to school, and just looking at them, I was like, I would never step foot on there.
Yeah.
Would never.
There were kids across the street from me who got picked up by the school bus, and I was like, the school's like 3 blocks away, just walk.
Yeah.
Like, why would you put yourself through that much mental anguish before you go to school?
It's literally not worth it.
It's not worth. I just walked to school.
Yeah, like I lived way too far to ever walk to school, but like I had to take bus and BART when I got to high school, but that was more preferable to, I think, ever getting on a school bus.
Yeah. I had a carpool in high school. Middle school and high school, because I was only in only in elementary school was I in public school. But yeah, even as a child, I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, me being forced onto a bus with a handful of kids my own age that 90% of them I don't like. Nah, you're not subjecting me to that.
And then did you have to pay for the school bus? Like, I don't even know how school buses
work. I don't know.
Work.
I wouldn't think so. I don't even know how that whole thing works.
I don't either. I have no idea how do you sign up for it?
Yeah, and do you sign up for it? Or is it just like I'm going to take the bus?
Yeah. Do you just meet? No, it can't be, because this school bus
it stopped at houses, right? It stopped
at houses.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't have in the movies like a specific bus stop where people met. Like, it stopped at people's houses and dropped them off or picked them up.
Oh, I don't know.
Someone email us. Let us know how it works.
Yeah, if you took the bus in like any type of school setting, please tell us how that went.
Yeah, because I'm
not college though, because that's different.
People took the bus in college?
Well, like transport around campus.
Oh, okay. So like a shuttle.
Yeah.
I think a shuttle is different.
A shuttle. Yeah, a shuttle. We had golf carts, so that was different.
Golf carts? Like
you didn't see people
everyone got
around.
their own
No,
golf
no, no, no,
cart?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. I was
So
like,
like if you
why did you never show me your golf cart, Kelly?
if you specifically needed a golf cart, then you had to like sign up for one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like people took their cars or like you took the golf cart.
Yeah. I feel sorry for you because your dorm was in a terrible spot. The boys' dorm was more centrally
Oh my
located.
gosh, can I just say,
But
like, I appreciated that like our dorm was where it was because it was quiet and like we had like a little backyard that we could use. But I will say, going to the caf and going to the grind, which was our like little
coffee.
cafe,
Yeah.
it was, you really wanted to go there.
Yes, you did, because it's
Yeah,
not close.
it's not
And there's a
like,
lot of stairs.
yes, like literally across the street were the boys' dorms, which
Yeah.
it always pissed me off because they were central to every single
Central to
building.
everything.
And like
And
y'all had
their
the
and their
audacity to be like, but we have communal showers. You're in the middle of campus.
and unfortunately they also had a better like lobby area than you guys.
Oh my, yeah,
They have
they
like
really did.
they have like a giant TV. They have was it food not foosball? Was it foosball?
It was a pool table in one of them
Pool
for
table.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a nice ass lobby.
A
And
nice lobby. And then you go to the
the
girls'
sexism
lobby.
was real.
And then you go to the girls' lobby at Kelly's dorm, and it's like a library with no
Yeah,
books.
we didn't have any TV. We had
Nope.
we had a big parlor with a fireplace, but
Yeah.
that was about it.
That's about it.
Yeah, I mean the rooms were nicer and we got like our own bathrooms that
And you
like
had a
we did
gym.
have to share. We did have a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was really nice. It was pretty stocked, even though the things were old. They still worked, which
And
I
a
was
little
okay with.
kitchenette thingy.
Yeah, we had a kitchen.
Yeah.
Wait, that's where the TV was. That's where the TV was.
It was not big.
It wasn't. No, it was like a standard, like I don't know, 40 size. But yeah. Yeah, it got me through college.
Yeah, she did it.
Yeah, I did it. I had a lot of food in my room because there were some times where I got off work at like 10 o'clock and I'm just like, I have the energy to just get back to my room. I don't have the energy to go to the caf and then back to my room.
I can't relate. I went home after my
Yeah,
buses.
you were a
I went
commuter.
home.
Yeah.
So yeah. We've talked about buses and stuff for
yes,
a long
way
time.
too long.
Wow. Yeah, and so the next morning, Megan walks off the bus and she's dressed like a Disney Channel character.
She
Like,
really is.
So many layers. She was wearing heeled boots.
Mm-hmm. She had a purse.
A purse. She either had patterned leggings or just very colorful pants. I'm not sure.
I think those were pants.
Oh, okay. Either way, they looked bad. She was wearing like 2 layers of shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a headband on for some reason.
And can I say, wherever she got her research, it wasn't from the movies.
No.
Because nobody in any of those movies that she watched dressed like that.
No, that's why she had to have been watching Disney Channel.
Yeah.
That's the only place where people layered their clothes in such ridiculous ways.
Mm-hmm. And it's so funny that like it's coming from Dove Cameron that she looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
A Disney Channel
star.
Dove
Cameron had to tell her that she looked bad.
Yeah. I think that's what got me.
But yeah, on her way inside, she gets assaulted.
Well, she did not deserve that. She deserved the ridicule that she got for looking like a Disney Channel star.
Yes.
Do not grope people.
Yeah, a boy groped her. And then in the halls, Liz tells Megan that she looks ridiculous and gives her a change of clothes.
Yeah, well, which was really nice of her, by the way. She could have just let her go.
She really could have. And she also tells her to take off all the makeup she's wearing because she has way too much makeup on.
Yeah, and it wasn't applied in a good way. It literally just looked like she slapped it on.
Yeah. Later at a school assembly, Megan meets a boy named Roger who is into tech, AV stuff. I love
how he's given like an 80-year-old name.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, my name is Roger.
No,
I get Social Security.
Yeah, my name is Roger. No. I'm not an op. I'm not a cop.
Yeah,
No,
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 no.
not at
Hey,
all.
fellow kids.
Oh,
What are y'all
if
doing?
I met a 15-year-old named Roger, I would side eye him a little bit.
100%.
I'm like, he's a narc, right?
100%. He's a
Like he's a
narc,
narc,
dude.
right?
100%. Like you look at everybody else, you're like, we all know that he's a narc, right?
And seeing how that actor still looks the way he does in that movie, I think he's like 30 years old and he still looks like that. I
Yeah.
would be like, maybe he's a narc.
Yeah. You know what? He should be part of that because he could go to every high school.
Yeah, they could 21 Jump Street him.
They really could. They really could. And he'd fit in better than Edward did in Twilight.
He would fit in better than Channing Tatum did.
Channing Tatum. Yeah, Channing Tatum and what's his name?
The
The other guy.
The other guy.
The other guy. Y'all could have like one look and been like, that guy does not belong here.
No. I think
in
they
any
make
capacity.
I think they make fun of it in the second movie.
Yeah, I think they do.
Because like the person who's like the villain's like, yeah, I could tell, like you look old.
It was no secret.
It's no secret. Yeah, and so she goes out, introduces herself, says she's from Regina, Saskatchewan. And the
is
boy,
that a real place?
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm gonna look it up.
And the boy who like assaulted her when she first walked into school, his name is Goosh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Has everyone make fun of it because Regina sounds like vagina. Ha 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 ha.
Can I just say though
he's like 17 years old.
Yeah. Can I say though that like I think the like atmosphere that they got for like the high school kids, that's real. Yeah. It's real. That's how high schoolers act. It's not like other movies where it seems really fake.
Well, they got some of it right, they got some of it wrong.
Yeah, they got
talk about that.
Yeah, but like it felt real to me like during the assembly when they just kept making jokes at the principal, and the principal's like, it's gonna be a really long year.
Yeah.
Also, Regina is a real place.
Yay Canada. Oh,
yay Canada. Oh, Canada.
And so everyone's making fun of Megan until a boy named Cash comes on stage and starts singing a song about Canada that he makes up on the spot.
What a he's got that cool persona down to a T, and I hate him. He's a pretentious a-hole. Like I literally when he came on when he was all like Canada, I'm like, I hate that guy.
I hate
already.
So annoying. I know people like that.
He's one of those people that'd be like, I was a hipster before hipsters was a thing. And I'm like, shut up.
So at our school, we had a boy like Cash, and everyone loved him, and I hated him. I hated him with a burning passion. And
who? Not our class?
Similar name. I think he left, like he didn't graduate from there. Like when I came in the 8th grade, he was there. He would sing in the halls all the time.
Say his name, we'll bleep it out.
What?
Say his name.
Said same name.
Same name. I'm not. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, we had a Cash.
Yeah, we did.
I hated him with a burning passion.
Yeah, I think I avoided any interaction that could possibly happen.
I thought he was the most annoying person ever, and everyone just seemed to worship the ground he walked on. And I was just like, why? Really, though? Why? I was like, it's 7 a.m. and he's sitting here belting at the top of his lungs. Like, I'm annoyed.
And people went along with it.
They did.
No one said anything.
No one said anything. He could pretty much do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
I hated it. Okay.
It is what it is sometimes.
Yes. I just had a flashback. Terrible. And so after he sings this weird Canada song and everyone's like, yay Cash.
Yay Cash. What a honk.
Yeah, he then goes on to like perform with his band Emoticon.
How
Um,
edgy.
how edgy. At lunch, a group of girls apologize for how everyone was mean to Megan, and they invite her to come sit with them. And she's watched too many movies because she thinks they're secretly mean because they're cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And then those poor girls were like,
Yeah, poor. They were like, actually trying to be nice.
Yeah, they were trying to be nice. And she was like, I know you guys are mean, and just walked off. She was like, we're not mean, are we?
Yeah. Cheerleaders, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Like,
It
doesn't matter.
The like 30 years of movies have really ruined your cred.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. And now the TV shows that are coming out. I apologize. I've never met a cheerleader, but I apologize.
Haven't either. None of the schools I went to had them, so
no, and I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, because if we had them at our school, they would have been mean.
They would have been mean, and I know exactly who would have been on that team.
Yep.
Wow. Does that mean we're playing into the stereotype?
No, at our school they would have played into the stereotype. They would have played it to the stereotype, Kelly.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I would have hated them.
Yeah.
Oh, and some girls would have been like Glee and wore their cheerleading outfit every second they could.
Yes. Like if there was like a game day, they would have worn them all day.
All day.
All day.
Yeah, and they somehow would have gotten a pass for wearing it.
I mean, the basketball kids got a pass for wearing suits all day, which was weird, but like
it was weird. What were they, in the NBA or something?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then so after lunch, Megan has a science class. What type of science class? I don't know.
Yeah. They're dissecting something one day.
Yeah. And then doing chemistry another day.
Yeah.
So I don't know what class this was.
It's a catch-all science. It's just literally science.
It's just science.
You're learning everything.
And she sits with Roger and they have some fun frog banter. And at the end of class, Mr. Drum, who was asleep the entire period.
Yeah, he was.
He tells everyone that he's going to create a seating chart for the next class. So that night, Megan sneaks into his office and changes the seating chart so that she sits next to Cash. The seating chart, which was on his computer,
just open.
It was weird.
Yeah.
First off, why was the seating chart on your computer?
Yeah.
With like their pictures and you could just move it around easily. And then secondly, why was your computer just open?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like she didn't have to put in a password or anything. She just went on the computer,
it was literally easy for her.
Yeah.
It was so easy.
I bet she was a little disappointed.
Yeah, she probably was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a whole mission out of this, because I kind of miss it. Go drops him from the ceiling, looks at moves the mouse, and it's just open. And
it's just open. Damn. She's like, well.
She looks at her password list of possibles, and she's like, I gotta throw this away.
She's like, I did all this research on your background, and now.
Right.
Yeah. And so the next day, Roger gets to school, and his dad lectures him about drugs and the false stereotype that weed is a gateway drug.
Yes.
And then in science class, Megan sits next to Cash because that's her assigned seat. Mm-hmm. When a girl named Cindy wants Megan to move. She's just like, move.
Yeah. And she walks up and literally, she's like, yeah, this is not it. You got to move.
Yeah. And then Megan's like, no, this is my assigned wink, seat.
Yeah.
And Cindy's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Move. She's literally like, so what? Get out.
But it's okay because none of them get to sit next to Cash because Mr. Drum picks Cash, who he's obsessed with.
Yeah, that's
it's very creepy. To be his lab assistant for the semester, year, whatever.
Gross.
So Cindy and Megan are now partners.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
One day after class, Cindy and her best friend Donna talk Megan into auditioning to be the school mascot under the guise that Cash loves school spirit.
And I love how she talks herself into it. She knows from the movies that it's bad to be the mascot.
Yeah.
But then she gets talked into it.
She's
And I'm like, girl, what?
she's very dumb. Like
Mm-hmm.
very dumb. Like the cheerleaders were being genuinely nice to her and she couldn't tell
Yeah.
that they were. And then these girls are obviously trying to manipulate her. And
Yeah. And she falls for it.
she's like, you're my best friend. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I trust you.
I trust you.
She has zero social skills.
Not at all.
They should have enrolled these kids in school so that they could at least learn how to
They
socialize.
should have at least like taught them social cues, like
Yeah.
stuff like how are they going out doing these missions and they can't interact with people?
Yeah. And like they don't even know how to dress. Like, how
Yeah,
did like she deliberately picked that outfit for the first day and thought that was a fight? Okay.
yeah. But you saw
Mm.
what she was wearing during her first mission, so is that very yeah.
Yeah.
And so Megan goes to the audition. She gives a very over the top audition with a lot of flipping and sword
Mhm.
fighting. And the coach doesn't even notice because she's watching TV.
Yeah, she killed it.
She killed it. And Megan gets to be the mascot because literally no one else tried
No
out.
one else showed up. Also, she was doing so many like gymnastic stuff on hard floor.
Yeah, I know her
How is
knees
her
hurt.
knees? Yeah.
I
How are her knees
know,
okay?
but apparently I learned this from a TikTok. Apparently, in some states, like the cheerleaders do their cheerleading on hard floor. Yeah, I learned it from a TikTok. I was like, how?
What?
Yeah, they don't do it on mats. They do it like on the floor.
How are y'all
And
limbs
I saw
okay?
and like this girl like showed videos of it, and I was like, how?
Yeah, how do you not crumple?
I was like, I know your knees hurt, your
Your
ankles hurt, your
ankles?
wrists hurt. Like that
Oh.
just seems so painful.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
But either way, Megan is the school mascot now. What's their mascot? I already forgot.
Isn't it like a
A
Viking?
pirate Viking thing,
Something like that.
something like that. And one day after Megan is doing her 1,000 crunches, she notices a white van slowly driving past the house. And then
Creepy.
she notices it again one day while in class. And while she's looking out the window, her teacher calls on her to,
Answer a question.
yeah, answer some sort of question. And then she gives like a tactical answer,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone makes fun of her. Apparently, I'm supposed to be going mini golfing right now. Whatever.
Oh,
Later at a pep rally, some guys try to kidnap Megan. So she beats them up,
as she should.
thinking they're going to like kill her. And then she gets one of them to like explain what he's doing. And he's like, we're from a rival school. We're just trying to kidnap the mascot. It's tradition.
Yeah.
Megan then gets embarrassed because everyone's filming her and taunting her. So she runs off. But Roger goes after her to return her mascot
Oh,
head.
still cute.
Roger's dad then picks him up and asks him about the girl he was talking to. And then they have a very, very awkward conversation.
Very, yeah. I feel like all of their conversations are just very awkward.
Very awkward. Megan then goes home and freaks out because high school isn't going how she planned. And Mrs. Larson gives Megan a pep talk about how high school is difficult for everyone.
True. I love how she's all like, people say that it's supposed to be the best years of your life. I'm like, is it the best years of your life for some people?
If it is, that's very sad.
Yeah, you like I can look back fondly on some memories from high school.
Yeah, but overall,
Yeah, but they
let's keep
weren't.
moving.
Yeah, let's just keep moving.
um, back at Prescott, Hardman is interrogating Knox barely,
Barely.
barely.
How this
Um,
agency is still open, I don't know.
yeah, when Agent 84 comes in and tells him that there's something important he needs to see. We then cut back to Newton, and Megan is kind of a star the next day. after the video of her beating up the boys goes, she says viral. It's not viral.
It's not.
It's 85,000 views. That's not viral.
It's not. You're popular at school, but you're not viral.
You're not viral. She then freaks out when she realizes that she's on the internet, but then she calms down when Cash comes over and notices her. Yeah. Like she just completely forgets about it.
Yeah.
Later that day, Megan goes to the AV room and almost breaks Roger's nose when he, quote unquote, sneaks up on her. He literally just walked up to her, tapped her on the shoulder, and she flipped him over and punched him in the face.
Yeah, that reaction was not needed.
Not needed at all. She then gets him some ice while we have some excellent Quiznos product placement. Then
I will say Quiznos was pretty good. When I had it, that I used to have one actually in my city. That's probably not surprising because it's really small, but it was actually really good. I kind of liked it.
The only thing I liked from Quiznos was like their Caesar salad, and it had like this bread that was so freaking good. I loved it. But overall, I don't care about Quiznos. And then so they're like flirting and having like a good time before Cash comes in, and then
freaking Cash.
He pulls her away so that she can hear his new song that he's going to record. And it sounds bad, but she thinks it sounds great.
Of course she does.
And then they sit down on a couch and they both talk about how they're both famous.
That was so funny.
And then while he's playing Call of Duty, she gives him pointers on how to be more stealth.
Not COD.
Which is so ridiculous. There's only so much you can do at Call of Duty.
Yeah. It's not an extensive first-person shooter. It really isn't.
And then she's like, just pick up the cord and like choke him. And I was like, that's what he would have had to do anyway. Like I played that game. Yeah. Like that's what he would have had to do anyway.
Yeah, there's no other option.
No. And then after she helps him win, he invites her to Goosh's party, either that night or the next night. I don't know.
I still can't take that kid's name seriously.
Goosh.
Goosh.
On the way home, Megan is captured by Hardman and Pedro, played by Steve-O.
Yep, Steve-O. What the heck?
Who saw her video on YouTube, and they give her a truth serum to find out why she left and who she's been working with. And she tells them that she doesn't want to be an assassin anymore and that she is not working for anyone, but she did work for Sabaro. And then Hardman freaks out because he thinks she's talking about a Lebanese arms dealer, but Pedro calms him down by telling him that it's just a pizza restaurant.
It's a pizza restaurant
with amazing garlic knots. I've never had Sabaro's garlic knots. Sabaro is something you get where if you're at a mall food court and there's literally
and you're
nothing
really
else,
hungry.
You're really hungry. Everything else has a line, and you don't want to spend that much money. You go to Sabaro.
When I was little, I think that's the only pizza place I would go if I was really hungry at the mall.
Yeah,
like that was the spot to go. But I haven't had it in like over 10 years.
It wasn't even that good because I don't think they exist anymore.
I don't think so.
I've not seen a Sabaro in years. I don't think they exist anymore. And then so Hardman's like, you need to come back. You need to tie up your loose ends and then come back to Prescott. And then so they drop Megan off at home, like half tranked.
Yeah, they really messed her up. Dude.
They messed her up. And then Liz comes to the door to like help her, and Megan psychoanalyzes Liz before passing out and being dragged inside by Parker and Liz.
At that point, if I was Liz or Mrs. Larson, I would have been like, how the hell did she get tranked and where has she been?
Oh, we'll talk about that later. The next day at lunch, Megan and Roger talk about their futures, and Megan realizes she has no idea what she wants. And let me just tell you now, they never go further into that.
No,
We never
no.
find out what she wants.
Yeah. And also, when you're in high school, you really don't need to know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that right now.
And no one brought that up to her, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
She then leaves him to go sit with Cash, but invites him to the party that night. That night, Liz makes a huge fuss about Megan going to the party because she came in the night before, quote unquote, drunk. So Miss Larson, who like does not care, is like, okay, you go with her.
Yeah, she really doesn't.
She's like, protect her, go with her.
Yeah, she's like, then don't let her be drunk alone. Like,
Yeah.
duh.
Tag team.
Tag team.
Meanwhile, Parker is on the floor playing with Megan's stun gun or whatever that was.
Yeah. How did he find that, dude?
There's like a recurring like B plot, no, a C plot
C plot
of Parker just constantly on the floor playing with Megan's spy equipment.
Yeah.
At the party, Goosh falls down the stairs drunk while dressed as a Viking, Irish Viking. Yeah. So Liz heads straight for the alcohol. While Megan goes look for Cash and finds him talking to Agent 84, now named Heather.
Heather,
and someone.
Go watch Heather's the Musical.
Heather's the Musical. Slime tutorial on YouTube. And she tells Megan that she is there to ensure that Megan leaves. Meanwhile, Liz goes to the bathroom and finds Goosh in the tub drinking from a flask. And after he asks her to join, she does.
She does.
She's just like, okay.
She's like, why not?
And the Seems entire, like a good time. And the entire movie, she has been like berating this man, talking about how he's like rapey and weird and creepy and gross. And then he's like, come lay with me in this tub and drink this mysterious liquid.
Yeah.
And she's like, of course. And then he reveals his name to be Bernard. So I will be calling him Bernard for the rest of the movie because I'm not saying Goosh anymore.
We're not doing with Goosh.
No. And so Megan and Heather see Cash and they fight over who will get to go to homecoming with Cash while playing party games from the 90s for some reason.
Yeah, that was very specific.
Yeah, they were playing that game from, I think it's Clueless.
Yeah, the I don't know what it's called.
Where you like,
but it's the
pass
card.
around the card on your lips. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Megan, of course, drops her card and she like makes out with Cash. And then Roger, who came to the party for Megan, sees this and he leaves.
Oh, Roger.
Later, Megan finds Liz really drunk, but instead of taking her home, she leaves with Cash.
Yeah.
To go to Waffle House or wherever they were going to go get waffles at.
Oh my gosh, like how they bring up Waffle House so many times in this movie.
Yeah, it also must be like promotion.
Yeah, because Liz called Megan, what was it? More suspicious than a Waffle House at 2 a.m. or something like that. I'm like, that's such a specific dig at somebody.
Yeah. And then Cash invites Megan to homecoming. Yay. The next morning, Megan gets lectured because she left Liz alone, but not lectured enough.
No.
The mom's just like, you just should not leave your friends alone. And that was the end of the conversation.
Yeah, like that's her legitimate daughter, dude.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed.
I would have been pissed.
Like, I let you into my house.
And you disrespect my family like this?
Right. And you leave my daughter out there?
Yeah.
You're going back to Regina.
Yeah. Pack your stuff.
Pack your stuff. You're going to Regina.
And then so sometime later, Megan is getting on the bus and Hardman is the driver in a terrible fake mustache.
Oh my gosh.
And he tells her that Knox escaped and is coming for her, but Megan refuses to go. And Hardman tells her that he will not help her if she stays.
Yeah.
Yay. So,
yay.
While driving home with Liz, they get chased by a car and Megan takes over driving and tells Liz about her assassin life. The two cars crash after a Mexican standoff. And when Megan goes to see who the driver is, the car is empty, but she smells Kesha, the fragrance by Kesha, and knows that it was Heather.
Not Heather.
Not Heather.
I love that they kept Kesha, the fragrance by Kesha, in as like a running joke.
Yes. Also, can we talk about how Heather's car was a Camaro on the outside, but like it looked like a Honda on the inside?
On the inside. Like they probably like shot something with the Camaro, and then like they got back and they're like, shoot, what car was it again? We just need a car. We just need a car.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Megan then calls Hardman and asks why Heather tried to kill her. And he's like, she's alive.
Yeah, she's like, what are you
Hardman is terrible at his job.
Yeah.
I don't know. Awful.
Like I said, I don't know how this agency is still open.
How are all these girls faking their deaths and getting away with it?
Right. Like, does he not? He probably does not care.
He does not care. He doesn't even care enough to retrieve their bodies.
Right. And his best star student, which he should care about a little bit more than the other girls, 2 seconds of mourning and lets her go. Yeah. And then any other girl missing, he's just like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and then he's like, I'm still not going to help you though. Mm-hmm. He's like, I have 2 rogue agents out there and a like arms dealer, but I'm not going to help you.
Yeah. He's like, I've got bigger things to worry about.
Yeah, I have 5-year-olds that I need to teach to defuse bombs
and drive cars. Like, can you not see my struggle?
Yeah. And then meanwhile, Liz is in the hospital with her injuries, which why? She looked fine.
Yeah, she did.
And Roger comes to see if Megan is okay. Oh. But then he immediately leaves after Megan calls him a good friend. He's like, cool, bye.
He's like, oh, actually, you know what? I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Megan then tells Liz that she has to go before anyone else gets hurt. But Liz tells her that she can't abandon people and that high schoolers are much scarier than trained assassins.
I believe that.
I literally put LOL.
Yeah, literally. Because people are mean, bro.
I think we're really overestimating how mean people are in high school.
I mean, maybe. I think
the average high school bully is not as mean as you actually think they are. Like I feel like people are like seeing what's on TV and they're like, that's how mean people are. And I'm like, not really.
No, yeah.
Not usually.
No, not usually. And especially if you're watching like Gossip Girl and whatever, it's not that convoluted.
It's not that detailed. They're not spending all this time going just for you. It's not.
It's not Euphoria or Gossip Girl level of like going at somebody. I don't think anybody would survive if they went to a high school that was
no, absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, and then so Megan goes home and she's still thinking about leaving, but when she sees a picture that Parker drew of everyone, she decides to stay.
No. Honestly, I think Parker's like the best character.
He is. Love
He's
him.
So cool.
He should have had more screen time.
He really should have. He got like 5 minutes.
She goes back to the hospital to tell Liz that she's staying, and she finds Bernard on top of her. And she's very confused, and she like gives them a minute because apparently they're like dating now.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah. Megan and Liz then go home and they get ready for both homecoming and for Knox, but mostly homecoming.
Because that is obviously more important.
Yeah. And then that night, Liz asks Megan what it's like to kill someone. And Megan tells her that she's never killed anyone before, but has done a lot of other stuff. And Mrs. Larson overhears this and thinks they're talking about sex. The night of homecoming comes and Liz and Megan are like picked up by Bernard and Cash. And at the dance, Megan realizes that Cash is vapid and he's boring and doesn't understand puns. So she's like, I'm done with
No.
this. And she tries
Yeah.
to break up with him, but he won't let her,
Ooh.
which is always a red flag.
Always, yeah. Don't.
Like she's like about to break up with him. She's like, I can't talk right now. I'm about to go on and perform.
Yeah, he's like, actually, I can emotionally handle this.
Yeah, I can't take this energy right now. It's
Yeah.
not conducive to my artistic lifestyle.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to park that idea. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
She then goes to apologize to Roger when his date Heather comes over and pushes Megan for talking to her man. Uh, Liz sees all of this and like she tries to like calm down the situation to no avail
No.
because Heather and Megan then have a full-on brawl where they just
In the
in
middle.
the middle of the dance where they destroy several tables.
Yeah. They like an MMC fight going on in the middle of it. Nobody tried to do anything. It was sort of like middle brawl.
Yeah, no
And
one
then
tried
just
to
like
stop them.
everyone else is on the sidelines, like, killer.
Like they're literally flipping and
Great.
throwing each other on tables and no one
Yeah.
did anything.
No, they're literally just standing there like, this
Where
is
are the
normal.
teachers?
Right.
Where are the
Oh my
chaperones?
gosh.
What's going on? Where's security?
Right.
Do high school
This is a
dances not have security?
right.
My
This is a
sister
public
is in high
school.
school.
Don't
I'm not letting her go to any more dances now.
yeah.
Ugh. And so their fight spills into the halls where they insult each other and try to kill each other. And then after having some ashes thrown in her face for some reason, why were there ashes?
Yeah, where were their ashes?
That was weird. Megan runs into the kitchen where the stoves are still on for some reason.
This whole thing, this whole high school should be shut down.
It's shut down. And then Heather begins to monologue about how he helped Knox escape because she was promised that she could kill Megan and blah, 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 blah.
The hatred is strong.
It's very strong.
It's so strong.
Liz then sneaks in because and grabs a corn dog to stab Heather because Heather was about to stab Megan with a knife that was way too big to be in a school cafeteria.
Yeah. This high school cannot be real.
No, I worked in the kitchen. I know we do not have knives that big.
That big. You literally have your standard kitchen knives.
Yeah. Yeah, and so Heather gets stabbed in the leg with a corn dog before Megan knocks her out with a pan.
That whole scene, I don't know why. It was just kind of funny to me.
It was ridiculous. And then Liz was all like, "Oh, I like stabbing people." And we never
talk about that.
And talked about that.
Yeah, because that's concerning.
That's very concerning. And then the two then go home and they take out one of the guards that are outside because Knox is holding Mrs. Larson, who does not have a name, and Parker.
Yeah, just Mrs. Larson.
It's just Mrs. Larson and Parker hostage.
Yeah.
And why couldn't they have filmed that outside of an actual house? Who knows? They did it on a green screen.
Yeah.
And it looked bad.
It did. It didn't have to be like that.
No, they had the house. Why couldn't they just film this scene?
They probably had it for rented for a couple days, and then they're like, "Crap,
we forgot.
We ran out. We had one more scene inside the house, but we can't do it."
And then so Megan comes in and she fights Knox, who reveals that she is the original Prescott. Ooh, shocker! And after almost losing to Megan, she pulls out a gun because bitchy behavior.
Yeah.
Coward behavior.
Literally being a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah. Boo.
Boo.
Tomato. And before Knox can do anything, Parker throws a smoke bomb that he just had.
Literally, Parker probably went through all of Megan's stuff and was just like, I'm gonna keep the coolest things I find in here.
And then with the distraction of the smoke bomb, the lights go out and all the bad guys are tranked by Prescott's while Knox is tranked by Hartman. Megan thanks and hugs Hardman for saving her, and he says that everyone has attachments. He
Not
cares.
him.
He cares for her, Kelley. He came back for her.
Hey, I don't know
And
if
he
I
gave her
believe
a
that.
hug and he lets her stay.
He's gaslighting.
Even though she's gonna be an off the books agent. So like
Mhm.
whatever he calls, she gotta go. But
Right.
yeah. And then he gives her a helicopter to go back to the dance. He's like,
That is.
here you go.
Here you go, honey. Take the helicopter.
Take the
No, don't take the
helicopter.
car.
Yeah.
Don't take the car. It's faster if you take the helicopter.
Yeah. But you have to be back by midnight.
Right. A hard curfew at midnight, okay? You and that Roger boy.
I only put enough gas in here for midnight. So
I'm locking the doors at 12:01.
oh my gosh. Did kids actually get locked out of their houses if they weren't home in time for their curfews? I never had a curfew, so I don't know.
My parents gave me a curfew when I got well, it wasn't even like their own curfew. It was literally like, I don't know what they said it was, but like when I got my license, they're like, yeah, midnight is your curfew. But I'm like, I don't go out on weekends,
First off,
babes.
I'm not going out that late.
Yeah,
Secondly,
I think the only time I ever stayed out later than like my curfew, quote unquote, was when we did our senior night.
oh girl, I got home so late. So
I
so
literally texted them and I was just like, yeah, I'll be back at like maybe like 1:30. And they're like, okay, cool. Just like you have a
ooh,
house key, let yourself
I
in.
was I was breaking so many laws that night. Kelley,
Yo,
I
oh,
was driving
bro.
with other kids in my car.
Yes.
I was on the road at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I did not get home
Yeah.
till like 3 a.m. that night.
Yeah. It was a
Ah,
really long night.
it
Like
was
we weren't even planning on it being that late, but
no.
it somehow ended up being that late.
And then it was really late for me because I kept harping on Leslie being like, I need to go home. And she
Yes.
never said it. And I was like,
You didn't. No, you know how she is. She's not gonna say anything.
and I was
She would
like,
now probably, but
and
like,
I was like, oh my gosh, her family's gonna kill me. My family's gonna kill me. Like,
yeah,
wow.
honestly, like, and it's Leslie. I feel so bad.
Like literally me and we ended the night at a bowling alley at like
Yeah.
1:30 a.m. and me and Leslie were falling asleep at the table. Like we didn't even bowl. We just like
Oh
laid
my
there.
gosh.
Ugh.
And then we had to be back for
And then we
graduation.
had to be back for graduation the next morning. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep that night.
I was so tired.
Oh
Like,
my
I love how
gosh.
that was like our most wild night, and we literally couldn't handle it.
No. I think that may be the latest I've ever stayed out.
Probably.
Like to this day,
Probably.
that is the
Yeah.
latest I have ever stayed out.
Same. Same.
Even that time when I didn't leave your college until like midnight, I still got home
Before, yeah.
before I got home that night.
Yeah. And I think when we went to that JoJo concert when I was still at PC,
Yeah.
and like the drive from there all the way back, I think I still got in like before one or like at one.
Yeah. It was a mess. A complete mess. Um, and so yeah, Megan flies onto like the road or the freeway or wherever they are,
Yeah.
right in front of Roger's dad's car. Roger's dad is like, you can't go into that helicopter. And Roger's like, bet, and goes in
Yeah.
anyway.
He's like, watch me, dude.
And then that's the end of the movie. And then we have a credit scene where Heather is given a photo of Megan and it's all like, let me know what college she's going to, as if there's going to be a
It'll
sequel.
be a
And
number two.
that's the end of
Is
the
there?
movie. There's not.
Okay. Yay! End of the
Yay.
movie.
Movie facts now.
Okay.
Topher Grace posed as the father in the Larson family photo.
Yes, he did.
Yay.
Like literally when I saw that, I was like, oh, he's gonna be in the
Right?
movie.
I was like, Topher Grace is gonna be in this movie.
I was like, this is gonna be so great. And then it's like, oh, my father skipped out on us. I'm like, damn it, what the bro?
I was like, wow,
I was so hype.
I was like, there's actually something they didn't show in the trailer.
Right. I was so hype.
This movie was originally rated R, but the filmmakers appealed and didn't have to cut anything. So PG-13.
Rated R?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know
How?
how, but apparently. Haley Steinfeld and Sophie Turner met on set and became good friends. And then Haley would go on to introduce Sophie to her now husband, Joe Jonas.
We love to see it.
So we got that relationship because of this movie.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Haley.
Okay. 3 people. Okay, so this fact says that 3 people in this movie are in the MCU. It's technically going to be 4 because we all know that Sophie Turner is going to be in the new
yes
thing, but actually I still think it's technically 3. So Haley Steinfeld, Dove Cameron, and Samuel L. Jackson are in the MCU. Quote unquote. Haley plays Kate Bishop in Hawkeye. That's MCU. Yes. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. Duh. Obviously. And then Dove Cameron played Ruby Hale in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's not canon.
It's not.
So
we're not counting that.
I mean, we don't know if it's canon yet, but so far it's not canon. So
I mean, have you finished Agents?
No.
Honestly, I couldn't either. But like
what I told you I tried to rewatch it and I got to the Ghost Rider season and I quit. And that's exactly what happened the original run when I was watching it. I got to the Ghost Rider season and I quit.
I literally didn't even get to the Ghost Rider series, to be honest. Like after Daisy got her powers, I was like, I'm
good
out.
For you. Yay.
I'm out. Because I think the next season started and I was like, this is just way too wild. And then they had Inhumans and whatever and a spinoff, and I'm like,
I don't think that Inhumans spinoff is even a spinoff. I think it's just a different show. Because I watched the first 3 episodes and that show was very bad.
Oh.
And it's not connected to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at all.
Really?
Yes.
I honestly think that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is just a different
Yeah, I think it's a different thing.
It's a way. It's not. I don't see it part of the MCU.
They mention stuff that happened in the movies, but I don't think it's a part of the movies at all.
Yeah, no. They try to make it like this. Well, honestly, it's just this.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people didn't see that.
You did not see that, but Kelly pretty much said they tried to make it parallel, but instead it's a cross section.
Yes. Yeah. Nothing is connected. And I hope they never try to validate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I will riot.
Yeah, don't do that.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so wild.
Yeah, but that's it for the movie facts. So Kelly, time for the question. Is it iconic?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is not iconic. But I will say, as horrible and corny as it is, I kind of liked it.
I did too. I did. I kind of liked it. I wouldn't be mad if we got a sequel. I wouldn't be mad.
Me neither. Because when you said when at the end when they showed the picture and they're like, "Where is she going to college?" I'm like, "Holy shit, there's a second one." Right. I'm like, I'd actually kind of be down for a second one.
I'd kind of be down for a second. Let's crowdfund for a Barely Lethal 2. The college years.
Haley.
Can't wait.
Can we get you to reprise?
They can do that. They can do that weird thing that they do in movies where they all go to the same college.
Yes, and ooh, surprise! I didn't know you were coming here.
Yeah.
Even though you live in a town with maybe
10,000 people.
10,000 people, and of course everyone goes to that college.
Yeah.
But it was cute.
Yeah, it was cute. It was very campy.
It was very campy.
There
were some funny parts.
There were several people in this movie where I'm like, I don't know why you signed up to be a part of this movie.
That's what I'm saying.
But
it's so weird. You look at all of these actors in their careers and you're like, how did you say yes to this?
Right.
But
how is Jessica Alba in this?
That's what I'm saying.
I know that Samuel L. Jackson never turns down a check, so
he doesn't.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll let that slide.
He's like Kelly Clarkson. He just says yes to everything.
Yeah, everything. And then Haley Steinfeld, why are you in this? You are a Oscar-nominated actress.
Right. I understand that actors gotta start somewhere, but Haley,
you've been somewhere.
You've been.
Babe,
you don't have to prove anything
I think by the time this movie came out, she had already been in Pitch Perfect 2.
Yeah, this was 2015.
Yeah, which by the way, 2015. We were in high school in 2015.
Yes.
What was with their lingo?
Oh yeah.
Like there were two like lingo terms they used that I was confused. They used nickel, and I was like, what does that
what
mean?
the heck is nickel? Yeah.
And then totem pole, and I was like, what does that mean?
Right. Like I kind of understand totem pole and what that could mean.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But nickel, I was confused.
Yeah. Like when she said nickel, I thought like Liz and Cash were gonna say something about it, but they like ran with it. And I'm like, what the hell is nickel?
What is
like,
nickel?
Like, what does that even like allude to?
I have
like
no idea.
Cool or something?
I thought that's what totem pole was.
Right.
So I don't know.
Who wrote the script and was like nickel?
An adult.
I used to use
a 45-year-old adult.
I'm gonna look it up because that's gonna bug me. But anyway, yeah, I actually kind of liked this movie. I wouldn't say it's iconic, but
no.
It's cute. I'd watch it again.
I'd watch it again. I would not pay to watch it again because I did have to pay to watch it. But yeah, if it like was on YouTube for free or on a streaming service for free and I needed something to watch, I'd watch it.
I don't think. I don't know if no, what I'm finding does not make any sense.
What?
Like even Urban Dictionary says that nickel is literally a currency in the US worth 5 cents.
See,
on dictionary.com it says nickel is a slang term for 5 of anything, especially a small bag of drugs costing $5 or a 5-year prison sentence. Like what?
That doesn't even make any sense in the context of what it was used in the movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something even on Urban.
There's nothing.
Urban
Kelley.
Dictionary. There's nothing.
It was made up, like I said, by a 45-year-old man. So
whoever director or whoever wrote this, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
Because it clearly means something to you if you put it in your movie.
Okay, Kelley. Do you have any recommendations for this week?
I do. And surprise, I have 3.
So do I.
I have 3. Okay. So my first one, let me see if I can get this. It's The Kingsman.
Oh, I watched that Monday, Tuesday.
I literally watched it on Sunday last week. So
I liked
really
it.
Good.
I gasped at one part. Gasped.
Same.
Yeah.
Because like that whole thing happened and I was like, oh yeah. And then it happened so quick.
Right.
I was like, oh.
We're going there. Oh
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the Kingsman movies, by the way. I love how they're shot. Same. I love how funny they are. This one is not as funny.
It's not as funny.
It's more real life, but it's still so good.
Really good.
So good. So
I kind of feel bad that I didn't like watch it in theaters.
Yeah, same. Like I was so excited for it because I love the Kingsman movies, and then I just never went to go see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, go watch it. It's so good.
Very good. It's on Hulu. It's also on HBO Max for some reason.
Yeah. I watched it on Hulu. Yeah. My second recommendation is Carry Out featuring Justin Timberlake by Timberland. It popped up on TikTok and I'd say like it unlocked my brain. I loved that song when I was younger. Oh, so freaking good. So freaking good. Song.
Yes.
And then my last recommendation is let's see if I can get the title for this right. Enough of No Love by Keisha Cole and Lil Wayne.
Love a Keisha Cole song.
Love a Keisha Cole song. It popped up on my Spotify and I'm just like, thank you. I literally like had it on repeat for like 3 times. So good. Such a bop. But yeah, that's it for me this week.
Okay. Like I said, I also have 3.
Which is surprising.
My first one is Free Guy. I saw it in theaters, but like I loved it. So I was very happy when it was on Disney Plus.
That's a good movie.
Good movie. Loved it. Might watch it again today. Who knows? This might be my Encanto. Love Free Guy.
I mean, and they have Mariah Carey in there.
Several times you get to hear a fantasy. Love that.
Spoilers, but like when they played it after what's his name?
Who?
When he dies, when the officer dies, his best friend.
Oh, the sad version?
Yeah.
When Buddy dies? Yeah.
When they played after when Buddy was dying, I'm like, nah. Y'all are not playing a sad version of fantasy behind this.
Yeah.
It was so funny though.
My second one is the new Proud Family reboot. I like it. It's funny. It's funny. I had a good time. I'm not like in love with the new animation style, but like I'll get over it.
It's kind of the same, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do not like the change to the theme song. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the singer. She's a great singer. I just don't like the arrangement of it.
Yeah.
They should have just left it.
You don't mess with perfection.
You don't mess with Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
And Salon. No.
Come on.
No.
Mistake.
And then my last one, I'm in my country era. Even though I don't really consider this a country song, like at all. I think it's more of like a pop ballad, but like apparently it's a country song, so whatever. You're Still the One by Shania Twain. I love that song. It's very good.
Shania, we love you.
I love Shania Twain.
She's so good.
So good. But yeah, it's on one of my playlists. I don't remember which playlist it was on, but it came on. I was like, oh, you're still the one I love. Oh, yeah. I was having the time of my life singing this song in my car. It was great. But yeah, let me know if you think it's a country song. I don't think it is. Sonically,
I don't think so.
Sonically, it's not very country. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it's country.
I don't think it is either, but
I don't think it has like the typical country sound.
No.
To qualify.
And I don't like typically country songs. So yeah. If I do like a country song, it's probably a country pop song.
Yeah. I'm usually reaching for like Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Shania.
Leanne Rimes. Like it's country pop.
It's like the popular people that have like jumped the line between pop and country.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it for me. So thank you so much for listening. I'm apparently late to mini golf. Kind of forgot I signed up to do that. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SY2YI Podcast. You can also send us your movie request or your movie stories, or you can answer our questions, because I really want to know about the school bus. Let me know about that.
Please.
Let us know at our email, sy2yipodcast@gmail.com. Also, share us with your friends and your family.
Yes, please.
Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, all those Google Podcasts, so many podcast places. I feel like there's like too many.
Yeah, I feel like there's way too much variety.
They might need to consolidate.
Please.
Do like a bundle, like the Disney Plus bundle. Do like a bundle. Don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It really helps if you listen on there. Please. Give us a little rate. Please continue to wear your mask. I know, like, even the CDC was like, we don't care anymore, but like, please continue to wear your mask.
Yeah.
Thank you.
At this point, the CDC is just, I think they cared at day one, and it's just
down. They're like, no one else cares, so why should we? And so they were like, go ahead, do whatever you want. I've still never gotten COVID. I don't want to get COVID.
No, yeah.
Because I know me, I probably get long COVID. So
oh my gosh,
don't want that.
Yeah.
So yeah, wear your mask, get boosted, get your vaccine, wash your hands.
Wash your hands, you
and
nasties.
And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.